I am Kenny Anderson, Director of Multicultural Affairs for the City of Huntsville, and welcome to Impact. Each week we bring you information about exciting things that are happening right here in our community, and today will be no different. I have the great opportunity today to talk about one of my favorite events that takes place annually right here in the city of Huntsville. It is the International Festival of Huntsville, more affectionately known as IFEST. And for the 7th year, IFEST will be coming to your neighborhood very, very soon. To talk to us about this important event today is Michelle Ross. She is the Scotland Country Chair, I should say, for IFEST 7. Welcome to Impact.
Thanks, Kenny. Thanks for having us.
It's good to have you here today, and it's good to talk about this awesome event that continues to grow and continues to evolve into something that is very meaningful to our community. But for those few people who may not have ever heard about IFEST, tell us a little something about what it is.
Well, IFEST is part of the mission of the International Society of Huntsville, and as the name implies, we're an association or society of different countries that are represented by people in the community. IFEST is our showcase opportunity to present to the public an experience with each individual country. We have 27 nations representing this year. Each country will have a booth where they have the opportunity to bring artifacts, historical costumes, provide you information on travel, and to give you some color from their country. Our spotlight countries this year are Poland and Mexico, so they'll be featured with bigger booths, and it should be a lot of fun.
And I think it's really cool that you said this is about an experience. This is more than just an exhibit. This is more than just a festival. I mean, it's all of those things, but it also really gives people a chance to get a taste of these cultural experience, these cultural environments, and these individuals who come to Huntsville with various cultural identities and experience that for a day of just all kinds of wonderful and cool things happening.
Absolutely. Again, this year we're featuring a very large children's activity center, and each country that's able will be presenting a craft or a game associated with their country. This is a free thing where the kids can come and play and learn new things at a child's level. So
that's right, and IFEST is free.
Absolutely. It has always been free. We're hoping to keep it free. So that's what we work for every year, fundraising.
So I've been in this job now for a little more than 3 years, and I remember the first year I got here, it was IFEST 4, and it was really interesting and exciting. I'd heard about it, but had never been, and I've made a commitment that I'm not going to miss it ever again, because my first experience was at Spraggins Hall on the UAH campus, when the event was continuing to grow, but now it's grown so much, it's moved over to the fitness center.
Yeah, we've been in the fitness center, I think, 3 years now.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. We also have an open air market. So far we have 16 vendors, and we're expecting that to expand a bit more. The event is September 17th. As you said, it's free. It opens at 9:30 with the Parade of Nations, and then we have the ribbon cutting ceremony.
And that Parade of Nations is always a very important part of the process. Tell us what that involves.
Well, basically you have representatives from the countries. We have our the flags that represent the countries. Most of the people will be in national dress. And it's just a way for people to enjoy and see surrounding the stage how many countries are represented in our city. It's amazing, it really is.
Yeah, and it's a celebration that also, I think, highlights the pride of individuals who identify with certain cultural experiences, who come from various countries, who, of course, appreciate the opportunity to come and celebrate the opportunity to be a part of something called an international festival in a city that has prided itself for so many years on being an international community.
Exactly.
And this year you have 27. I know there have been many more years past. But when you say 27 different countries, I think that is very interesting in itself, because that's just a small amount of the many, many countries that are represented right here in our city. Whether it's our college and universities, our Fortune 500 companies, the Cummings Research Park Industries, the Space and Missile Defense, the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, NASA. You've got all of the Army. You've got all of these different cultural identities right here in this community. This is really a special occasion.
It is. It's really wonderful to see the friendships that sprout up from this event alone, where people make lifelong friends. I mean, we check on one another, we make sure everybody's okay. If something happens, we try and help one another. It really is a wonderful experience, and we especially enjoy the children because it's nice for the children outside of politics to be able to learn something about a country that they might not get the opportunity to do so otherwise.
Yeah, so automatically hearing what you're saying, the audience for this is just the entire community. It's come one, come all.
Absolutely. It's a giant party. It really is. I have to mention, because I'm the food truck chair, hello, is that we have 7 food trucks this year. We have barbecue, Cajun, Asian, Eastern European, ice cream and desserts, and an absolute, honest to God, pizza oven.
Wow.
So we've covered as many cultural bases as possible, so our vegetarian friends are taken care of, and anybody who wants pizza, there's a wide variety of selection, and we're hoping to have 4,500 to 5,000 people this year. We usually around 3.5 or so, so please come.
Yeah, it's always a huge turnout, and I know, again, over the last few years, I've had the privilege of emceeing. Was invited to do that again this year, but I have a conflict in my schedule, so we'll not be able to make it. I'm very disappointed by that.
Well, we'll record it for you.
Please do, and I know that I will be vicariously a part of that event on that day because it really is a great event, and
it is.
Anybody who's looking for the opportunity to experience something different in Huntsville that is from a spectrum of everyone who lives here in Huntsville, representative of all groups of people, this is the place to come. And it's amazing, too, because from a networking perspective, people come and they meet people they've never met before. They see people, and people are always in awe, and they're saying people from Vietnam live in Huntsville, people from the Philippines live in Huntsville. I mean, just all over the world.
It is.
People from Australia. I mean, you see people from every part of the world right
Malaysia.
here at this event.
Everywhere. Nepal, we have a wonderful, they put a beautiful exhibit together every year. But I haven't mentioned that the performance stage is jam-packed this year. We have the Fitness Arts Center Irish Step Dancers. We have, I have to look, the Dance Theater of Huntsville and Alabama Latin Band. I didn't know we had a Latin band.
Yeah.
So, and those are just the ones that the time that I was, given that had absolutely committed. But that stage is busy all day long.
It really is. And
and you can sit there and watch performances from around the world for free.
That's right. And they're very colorful, they're very expressive, they're all age groups, they're very, some are very athletic, some are very creative.
We have martial artists.
That's right.
Yeah. There's something for everybody every year.
Well, there really is, and this thing continues to grow every year. You suggested the possibility of some expansion on numbers in terms of attendance. The weather has held up for the most part for this event.
You guys have our fingers crossed.
And we're hoping that it will again this year, of course.
If it doesn't rain, the food trucks will be down by the open air market, so you don't have to go up the hill and come back down again. So everybody will be right there. So everybody keep your fingers crossed.
Everybody will be appreciative of that, I'm sure. It'll be a great event.
We're looking forward to it.
Absolutely. The International Society of Huntsville exists to promote this event as well as to promote goodwill among people from the international community here as well, and I think that's outstanding. You're the Scotland booth chair or the Scotland country chair?
I represent Scotland.
You represent Scotland? So tell us, you got the bully pulpit right now. Tell us a little something about Scotland.
Well, Scotland, as you know, is a wonderful country. They're working, not to get too political, they're working about independence. That's what they're working on. Basically, I'm representing anyone who's interested in traveling to Scotland or wants to know some history, and my focus this year is making people understand what a clan is. So I'll be walking them through the clan system.
All right.
So, and we will have the Gunnersville Music Academy. We have a premier Scottish harper in Alabama, only one. And she teaches, and she's phenomenal. So she'll be again at the festival. This year we'll have her have a loudspeaker so you can hear her. But Carla Sullivan will be there, and her husband and she have the Sullivans, and they'll be performing at the performance stage as well.
Well, that's super. Just another reason to put this on your calendar for September the 17th. That's coming up pretty soon, and we want people to know about it and plan to be there. They've only got to provide the opportunity because there's no fee involved with this. I think the food may cost money, but which is an obvious thing. But just to come in is free. Parking is free. This is a family-friendly event because you have children's activities, and there's always a lot of energy in this process. As you said, it kicks off with that Parade of Nations, which is just a celebratory, prideful experience that, it's your country perhaps that has the flag, but the pride I have felt is just in the fact that we've been able to gather so many different groups of people and
It is
celebrate
amazing.
their cultural heritage. And that is so exciting as a part of this event.
And obviously, this would never happen without UAH. I mean, we have to give a huge shout out. They provide us with so much, and we're so grateful for their sponsorship and their ongoing support. They're always involved in making it better, making it bigger, and keeping everybody safe. So
That's right. And I guess we would be remiss if we did not say that there are lots of volunteer opportunities for people to come out and be a part of this.
absolutely, we don't turn anybody away.
Yeah.
And we feed you, so that's good.
That's right. That's right. That is a great experience. The International Festival, we call it IFEST. It's IFEST 7 that's
7.
coming up. If people want more information about this event, where can they go and find information?
You could go to the International Society of Huntsville.org, or you can go to the IFEST Facebook page, and someone would be able to answer your questions.
This is a quality event. This is a year-long process, too. I think I saw the first IFEST flyer back in March or April. It was back in the spring, and I thought, oh, I better put this on my calendar. Got excited then. I'm even more excited now, and people have an opportunity to be a part of this very awesome occasion. From the music, to the food, to the dance, to the performances, to the country booth displays. I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful one-stop shop.
Absolutely.
The vendors, you've got all kinds of things happening in that one space.
We couldn't ask for any more to happen in one space.
Yeah. Well, this is really great. And
Except fireworks. We don't do fireworks. We have to add that.
well, this is year 7, so by year 10, you might have that part
We may
worked
have
out.
to do fireworks.
That's an anniversary year, so you have to look
go.
ahead already and start thinking about that. And of course, as you've grown from Spraggins Hall to the fitness center, you may even expand again before we know it. It's hard to know because it continues to grow every year.
Absolutely.
But it's a really, really great event. It's one of the premier events, cultural events that takes place right here in our community. This is the 7th year that it's going on. International Festival is what it's called, the International Festival of Huntsville.
Yes.
Some people call it IFEST, some people call it ISH.
Yeah.
And it's whatever you call it, we just want you to make sure you put it on your calendar.
September 17th.
There you go.
Don't miss it.
That's right. And it kicks off at?
9:30 in the morning.
With the country exhibits. It goes right throughout the day so people can come for any portion of the day that they want to. But the main thing we want them to do is come out and have a great time. Come with your family, come with your friends. Tell somebody about it, even
Bring
if
a
you
friend.
can't be there.
Absolutely.
And visit every one of those country displays. There'll be lots of interesting stuff going on. And like you said,
Fascinating.
children's activities at every booth.
No, we have a children's area.
A children's area
They can
representing
be
the
there.
different countries.
Yep, it's a giant area.
Wow.
And there'll be a schedule that if you can pick and choose what you want to do.
Well, that's really
And,
family friendly then.
Absolutely, people from the country will be there helping do the craft or whatever it is they're going to do, the activity. So
You're gonna have to find a way to work some animals in there.
I can't imagine the permitting process for that. Wow.
You know, that'll attract kids. Kids get excited when they see dogs and other kind of sheep and stuff like that. So,
I don't think UAH would be really happy with us. Good thought, though.
well, we'll see what happens. You know, it's kind of whatever makes it work for you. And
Absolutely.
of course, this is IFEST 7, the 7th year that this great event is taking place. September 17th, 9:30 a.m. at the Fitness Center at UAH.
Parking
Beautiful
is free.
location right there on the corner of Holmes Avenue and whatever the cross street is there, but you can't miss it.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
And
Oh, wait, I have the address. Hold on.
Yeah,
It is John Wright Drive.
John Wright Drive and Holmes Avenue, that intersection, and it's the big, everybody knows, I think, it's a landmark now, the
Fitness
UH
Center.
Fitness Center. And you can't miss it because you're going to see the food trucks out there, you're going to see the vendors out there, you're going to see a lot of color, you're going to see a
Absolutely.
lot of activity, so you will
Big
not be able to miss it.
stage.
Yeah,
Can't
great
miss it.
big stage, that's
Can't miss
right.
it.
Big tent.
Yep.
And also free parking
Free parking, free admission.
and free admission. So thank you so much for this great information.
Thank you for letting us come and talk to you.
All right, and we'll make sure that everybody knows about this on our Facebook pages and through our newsletter and other sources that we have to push the information out.
Yep, the posters should be coming out shortly. So
All right.
they'll be distributed.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that. Michelle Ross is the country chair for the Scotland exhibit.
Yes.
And also, we're very thankful that she's a part of the International Society of Huntsville as well.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for being a part of our broadcast today. We hope we've provided you with lots of information about a great event that takes place right here in our community. And we hope that you'll mark September 17th on your calendar. Plan to be there by 9:30. You don't want to miss the Parade of Nations, I promise you folks. It really kind of sets the context for the rest of the day as you enjoy various displays, music, food, various performances, fellowship, and lots of other great things. Come on out to IFEST 7, September 17th at UAH's Fitness Center. We look forward to seeing you there. We hope that you enjoyed our broadcast today, and we invite you to like our Facebook page, which is Impact with Kenny Anderson, where you can see a video of the show that you're watching today, as well as, and we hope you'll share it, of course, as well as behind-the-scenes photos of what goes on when the cameras are turned off. We hope that you have a great rest of the day. Until the next time, we'll see you soon.